Good morning, everybody. Now, fingers crossed that the camera's going to do the right thing this time. Actually, I've just noticed a setting that didn't look right. I'll have to change that afterwards if this works. So let's go out a bit because obviously it's changed itself just while I turned it on. So we're looking at my beautiful little doll that I've just finished for my granddaughter. Put her together last night and organised her outfits and blanket and things like that. So she is the Maia or Maia kit by Priscilla Lopes. I'll just show you her, oh look at that, COA, there it is. It's not very clear, is it? That picture is very dark, even just for me to look at, so it's not the camera. So she's number 248 of 500. And if you can get your hands on one of these dolls, let me suggest you do, because the sculpting is just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. She's a tiny little thing. I haven't measured her, but I think she's about 16 inches. This outfit she's wearing is a real baby outfit, but it's a preemie size. It's got 6 zeros on it, and it says it's for babies up to 2 kilos. So, and it's perfect for her. There's enough room, and yeah, it's lovely to have a real baby outfit for her. So yeah, I think she's 15 or 16 inches. She's definitely smaller than, much smaller, yes, than Twin A and Twin B. But her head sculpting is as beautiful as theirs is. Just the most stunning little head shape. So here she is. Let me tell you a little bit about her. I'll take her dummy off because her mouth is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. There she is without her dummy. She's got painted hair. And I've given her real eyelashes, but they're very glued in, and if they fall out, it's not the end of the world, is it? It won't matter. Just so long as she gets loved and played with, that's all I care about. I put together a sweet layette for her. I have a little knitted dress with a cardigan that goes over the top. That's in a pink. No, it's in a cream with a pink trim. Has a bonnet that just needs the ribbons to be moved a bit there in a strange position, and she's got one of those petite Amy, that's how I should say it, I think. Anyway, excuse my disgusting French accent, which doesn't exist. Tiny little white dress which has got smocking and embroidery around the neck and a matching little bonnet. They fit her perfectly, and some little beautiful booties in pastel colours. And what else has she got? Just a pink blanket to wrap her up in. That might be it. Oh, and a little singlet and a spare nappy. She's wearing a preemie nappy that was a gift to me from Gone Blank, even though I can see her face and hear her voice. From Laurie, that's right, of I can't remember her channel name. She hasn't made videos for a while because she's just flat out with life. But anyway, that's where I got the little preemie nappies from. So this baby's wearing one, and there's a spare one I'm sending, and I guess they can buy a packet if we have them here. I don't know, I've never looked for them here in Australia. Anyway, so her mummy could buy, my granddaughter's mummy, my daughter could buy a packet if they needed more. So there she is. Shall I pick her up and just show you her hair? I've given her this headband because I thought that would be fun. It's got a big knot in the back. Well, I'll show you. It's got that size sort of knot in the back. And let me just show you her hair and maybe her face details up a bit closer. There she is. Isn't she adorable? Isn't that just the sweetest face? Look at those lips. Beautiful, and the nose is so deeply sculpted. It's just beautiful. Let me just show you her baby hair. I just wanted her to have baby hair. Originally I was going to do combi, but then because this baby is, come on camera, you can handle it. Because this baby's so small, I just didn't want her to be overwhelmed by hair. What is the camera doing? Let me see if I can just show you the back of her head, because it's very, 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 very cute. Was that enough berries? Be good if the camera would focus. But you get the idea, and you can see the beautiful shape of the head. Let me just show you sideways. See how perfect that is? Absolutely gorgeous. She's beautiful. Her ears are beautiful. Everything. So if you ever see this kit and you want it, you want the baby made up, go for it because it's just beautiful. The hands and feet are gorgeous as well. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful sculpting. See that little hand? That's like a little, can you see that? Yeah, it's an open hand grabbing. And this one's got the thumb tucked in and the index finger tucked down. Isn't she gorgeous? Absolutely love this doll. Anyway, so she's ready to go. I thought I would show her to you on this Sunday morning at 10 to midday. I got so distracted this morning. I've been watching YouTube videos of all sorts of other dolls, like ball jointed dolls and all sorts of dolls, wooden dolls, and I start watching and I can't stop. I just stand there and look at it. It's so silly because I can stop and go back to it, but that's what I've been doing this morning in between jobs, so it's a bit crazy. Anyway, it doesn't seem to be raining today. It hasn't so far, but, everything's still nice and damp. It rained yesterday and was very, very cool, a very cool day. It was only about 21 degrees, which I can't remember. That's sort of 70 or somewhere like that, But it was cool. It was lovely. So I've dressed Lottie in a romper, and she's got long sleeves under it. I'll show you in a minute. And so it was lovely and cool, and today's just cool as well. Very nice. I think it's going to heat up later in the week, but hopefully some of the rain that we've had has fallen where it was meant to. I really hope so. I hope, that could be the start of the end of the fires. Poor people and poor animals and poor bush. It's just been, well, you all know how horrible it's been. Really, really bad. A lot of people didn't go on holidays because of it, but now they're starting to go because, of course, the businesses who run the holiday places, all the little shops and hamburger shops and all sorts of things, they need the business. They count on it every year. So if their areas are okay now, which a lot of them are, then, they're open for business and people are hopefully heading off there. There's been big flooding up in Queensland, sort of, the state that's north of here. A lot of flooding, but they're happy basically, unless their houses got flooded. Otherwise, people we're just celebrating the rain, really. Just so wonderful. So, what do you think of her? She's pretty cute, isn't she? I'm very happy with her. She's just soft looking and sweet looking. And my little granddaughter did want a sleeping baby, and I haven't weighted her too much. She's got a weight sack in her head, but it's not too heavy. I just wanted my granddaughter to feel a bit of weight when she picked up the doll, but not to be too heavy. She's also got a weight sack in her body, and I've put the very fine glass beads in the limbs. I've filled the arms up, and the legs are full to about halfway up the thigh, just to give her just a little bit of weight. She's not heavy at all, though. I guess because she's so tiny, that's how she moves. She's tiny, so, she's not a heavy girl. So there she is, this sweet girl. So I don't know if she's going to get a name or not. I'm not sure. She might get a name. I'll tell you if she does. So I'll probably be seeing them. Well, I've got my oldest son coming over today because they're about to do a giant renovation on their house, so they have to move out and they've rented another place nearby, so the children's school will stay the same. That's Oscar and his little sister, and they're coming over this afternoon to bring their paintings that they have, from my dad, and to store them in my specially lined and insulated and all the rest of it shed while the renovations are happening, so nothing happens to the paintings. So they're coming over this afternoon, which, it's almost afternoon, good heavens, I better get on with it. But that's what happens with YouTube. When you start watching things about beautiful dolls, how can you stop? That's crazy. Anyway, and then tomorrow I'm having my two granddaughters again while their mummy works from home. So, and then Tuesday I work, but maybe I'll get to see my little granddaughter and her big brother maybe on Tuesday before I have to start getting, winding down for the day. So maybe Tuesday morning. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, so she's ready to go. I'll just pack her up in her pink blanket, and I've got all her layette ready. And I bought a present, of course, for her big brother, a fabulous science book that's got really interesting facts in it, like why does your spaghetti break into 3 pieces when you throw it up and it falls down? So really interesting things like that. He's 10, so he loves all that stuff. And my daughter is a molecular geneticist, so and their daddy is a bio or something. He's a science guy who works in finance, strangely enough. He has his own company. But, anyway, so the big brother, my grandson, is very interested in science stuff. I don't know if he will become a scientist, because he's fabulous at drawing, a bit like Oscar, but also he's fabulous at design. Like, he loves the design of buildings and things. So I don't know if you can, it's not good to label the children too early and say, oh, he's going to be this or she's going to be that, because it kind of puts them in a box. You need to give them the freedom to develop, because their interests change. But anyway, that's a bit of blah-de-blah about nothing. So how about I put this little angel away, and I'll get Lottie out and just quickly show you what she's wearing, what I dressed her in yesterday. So here's Lottie. Look how big she looks. She looks like a giant compared to that little Maia. Absolutely gigantic. I'll just zoom out a wee bit. Fix her up. Very annoying. I wish the camera didn't do that changing thing. Anyway, here she is. She's wearing this outfit that I put her in yesterday when it was quite cold. It actually was. It was lovely. So that's why she's got long sleeves and a bonnet and bootees. Well, actually, the bonnet and the bootees are because they sort of tie in with the colours on the blouse. And I remembered I had them. They're a very unusual colour. They're knitted in beautiful pure merino wool, I should say. And the colour is indescribable, let me say that. It's not grey, it's not blue, it's not green, but it's somewhere in between all of those colours. But it goes really well with the blouse she's wearing. So it's just a put together outfit. I started off with the Romper, which is by a French brand called Cyrillus, and it's in a thick muslin off-white colour. And it's just got the bib at the front and crossover straps at the back. It's beautiful, fits her perfectly, 3-month size. And then I thought, well, what will we wear underneath? And I picked a few different tops. And in the end I decided to go with this one, which is by one of my favourite brands, and I don't know how you pronounce it. It's written M-E-B-I, and I always say Mebi, but I don't know if it's Mebi or Mebi, or I don't know. Anyway, I just say Mebi. So that's who made this little blouse, and it's not a bodysuit. It's just a little blouse, the buttons at the back. It's in a cream colour, and it's got the most gorgeous. I think you may have seen it before. Actually, I've put it on Lottie. It's got slightly sort of muted tones of abstract type flowers and leaves on it, in a bit of blue, bit of mustard colour, and some different greens, and all different little type of flowers and leaves. It's beautiful. Long sleeve with a gather just around each wrist, and it does have a little frill collar, which is a bit hard to see, but it's there. It's just, I'll see if I can show you. It's just peeking over the top of the romper. There it is, but it sort of disappears if I take my hand off. So that's what she's wearing today. And I just had a message from my son, and they're on their way over. So how's that for timing? Pretty good, isn't it? Now, what else did I want to say? Oh, I might start showing you bits and pieces of the rest of my doll collection, which is very large, and I might just pick out the odd thing to show you sometimes. I know they're not Reborns, but I'll still show you Lottie and the twins, just to tie in with Reborns, but maybe I'll just show you some of the other ones as well. Every now and again. I don't want you to get sick of them, but, you know, dolls are just interesting, fabulous things, aren't they? All right, my dear friends, I better go and get organised, and I'll see you all again soon with somebody else in a romper, maybe Lottie, maybe someone else. Oh, I think I just want to say that probably the next doll I'm going to work on, now that I've finished that little one, is Josie by Olga Auer. It's a beautiful, beautiful kit. I love the face. It's so expressive. It's got a beautiful little mouth. So it might be her next. I think it will, actually. I'm in the mood for her. So she'll be the next one I'll be working on. And that she will, unless I decide to keep her, she'll be, which is what I have to say every time, because it's always a fight. Do I keep this doll or do I sell it? And I always want to keep them because I just love them. Anyway, I'm happy to sell them once I can detach a little bit. It's very hard to, but necessary, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, Josie will be for sale most likely when she's finished. Anyway, that's all I want to say, I guess. Just it's lovely to have you here, and I have basically caught up with the replies, just a few to catch up on from yesterday. But I sat down on Friday and did, a few hours of catch up, so I feel a lot better, because I hate letting people down or having you think that I don't care what you've written, because of course I do. I do. Anyway, dear friends, time to go, and we'll see you soon. So take care, everyone, and be kind to each other. Bye-bye.